Awesome. Well, hello, everybody. I am super excited to be here. Um, this is my first virtual career fair. The last one I did was in person some many months ago. So this is really exciting to be a part of. And of course, to be here to represent my amazing company, Progressive Leasing. Um, so I will do a little intro about myself and the role I play at this awesome company. But first, I would love to see if you guys can just enter into the chat where you're all from. I don't have access to see where everybody is at this moment. But please, if you can, go into the chat, let me know where you're from. I'm hoping that we've just got a lot of people from all over. So yeah, if you could let me know where you're from, and then I will tell you a little bit about myself. So I have been with Progressive Leasing. It will be 2 years next week. Super exciting to reach this big landmark. In the recruiting world, 2 years is like the equivalent of like 10. So it does feel like it has been forever, but it's been an amazing 2 years, a little bit of a rocky past year and a half. So is it 2 years? Yes, 2 years. So I am a corporate recruiter. I work with, I started with our sales teams, helping our lead sales recruiter in doing inside and outside sales. And then I slowly transitioned, over to what we call our ops recruiting team, short for operations. We do the call center positions, so customer service, collections, and some internal teams too. I'll talk a little bit more about the opportunities to grow and advance within Progressive Leasing, but we do have some teams on our operations side of the company that are only open to internals because it's our goal to create those paths of advancement and growth. So I do, like I said, operations recruiting. That's what we call high volume recruiting. So I'm hiring anywhere from 8 to 10 people to a maximum of 20, 30, 40 plus in a month. And we do this all year round because we're just that busy. So it's really exciting. Progressive Leasing started privately way back in 1999. And just late last year, we actually went public, which was really exciting. We got these really awesome little gift boxes from our company since we had to celebrate it virtually from home. They had a little live session, but they sent us all these cowbells. So that way, when the time came that the bell rang, we were all at home obnoxiously ringing our bell. I'm not going to torture you with that noise now because it is extremely loud, but just a little fun keepsake that we got to celebrate us going public. So I want to show you a quick video right now about why you would want to join Progressive Leasing. And you'll see some great faces on there, people that are actual employees. These are not paid actors. These are actual employees from our call center all the way up to senior leadership. So I will be sharing my screen so that way you guys can see that video here shortly. So let me transition this video on over so that way you can see it. Let me enlarge that for you guys. Give it just a second to process through, and we will watch this video.
Hey, Erica, we're not hearing any sound on the video.
Sorry, what was that?
We're not hearing any sound on the video on our end. Did you?
Oh no.
That's
okay.
Okay.
You know what? Let's start this all over again.
Did you screen share with audio?
You know what? That's probably where I goofed. So let's start this all over again. I forget you got to
All right.
tap that little button in the corner.
Light
Okay,
is
let's start
tricky.
this. Okay, let's start this all over again. Rewind.
At Progressive Leasing, we've been in business for over 20 years. And to celebrate, here are 20 reasons why people love working for us.
We value people above all else.
Because we have leadership that cares about me.
We provide a safe environment for our employees to be their true self.
I love the on-site gym and wellness reimbursement.
We do the right thing, period.
I love the opportunity that Progressive Leasing provides to get involved in the community.
I've been promoted twice and leadership helped me get there.
Because we innovate and simplify.
Because I love helping out all the customers.
For the ice cream bars.
I feel like a person and not just a number.
We take the time to invest in our people.
Soft toilet paper.
The opportunity to move on up the ladder.
And how fast we grow.
Outstanding health benefits.
And how we problem solve together.
Because we have grit.
Making a difference in people's lives.
But the biggest reason that people love working for Progressive Leasing is because we're a family.
Awesome. Sorry about that audio, guys, the audio issue. I knew that was going to happen. So that was actually, like I said, just a fun video to showcase what it means to work at Progressive Leasing. Like I said, all those folks are actual, true, real life employees. Just to kind of, I don't know if you remember, but there was a gentleman that said, because we have grit. That's actually CURT, one of our founders of our company, who's still with us today. So really exciting. So let's talk a little bit more actually about our company. So our mission is clear, as is our vision. We provide simple and affordable purchase options for credit challenged consumers, and we work to create a better future for all people with imperfect credit by providing the best purchase experience. Honestly, there's no better way to describe Progressive Leasing and what it is that we do. This is a great opportunity for people to be able to still purchase things they need and or want if they don't have the best credit in the world, or if they don't have full payment in front of them. We have a huge array of options as far as our retail partners, upwards of 30,000 if we haven't surpassed that number already. So it gives shoppers, many more options, and doesn't limit them to one specific retailer or one specific e-commerce site, or one specific type of product. We work with leasing electronics, appliances, furniture, jewelry, mobile devices, tires, mattresses, you name it. So it really is a great opportunity for people to, like I said, look towards the idea of I can still purchase things I need and or want with another option given, whatever their credit history or credit looks like. And mind you, we're not only targeted for credit challenged consumers. You can have the best credit in the world and still want to go through us as a purchasing option. We welcome anybody and everybody to go through the process with us. So these are our 4 core values here at Progressive Leasing. First one being we value people above all else. And I got to tell you, that rings so heavy and true with everybody here at the company. We live by this value every day. We value our teams. We value each and every single one of our employees. We value our customers. We value all of our partners, and of course, our communities as well. Some years ago, the notorious Hurricane Harvey swept through and really displaced a lot of people. And without hesitation, Progressive Leasing actually said, we are going to write off all the debt for everyone who was a customer of ours in those affected areas. No hesitation, no questions asked. It was one thing that we wanted those folks, our customers, to not have to stress about, not have to worry about. Not a lot of companies would give up the loss of that money, for the sake of, helping out their customers. And when I heard that story, when I first came on board, I thought, that's amazing. Honestly, because how many companies would you hear say, we'll just write it all off. We'll just move on. Next one is we innovate and simplify. Although we consider ourselves pioneers and a leader in this LTO, otherwise known as lease to own industry, we are constantly and always looking for ways to improve our processes. The company and leadership is always looking to each and every employee to give ideas, feedback, opinions. And although they can't promise every idea will be pushed through, they definitely value everyone's opinion. So somebody put in the comments, the soft toilet paper. There's a funny story behind that. So prior to when I joined the company, there was a town hall that we have annually. Mostly, well, they've always been in the office, but last year we did it virtual. But prior to my coming on board at a town hall, one of the employees asked for softer Charmin toilet paper. And yes, everyone laughed and giggled, and it was ha ha. Of all the things you could ask for, why would you ask for toilet paper? Well, the company obliged and they said, you got it. So we now have Charmin soft toilet paper in all of our restrooms. And even though it seems something so little, they knew that it made a big deal to the employees. So it was really awesome to hear that story and that happened. Our next value, third value, and mind you, these have no numerical value or place. It's just in the order that they are. We do the right thing, period. So we are a very authentic and transparent company. And the only way we win is if we treat everyone right. We respect our customers, we respect each other as far as peers and teams. And compliance is really big with our company and making sure that we are always doing the right thing, period, all the time, no matter what. And then, of course, our last value is we have grit. So like I said, in the video, it was CURT, one of our founders, who said we have grit in the video. We're ambitious. We run towards challenges versus running away from it. We welcome those challenges and we want to face them head on. And through passion and perseverance, we're going to make it towards all of our shared goals. And that's going to be a continuous thing. At our headquarters office in Draper, Utah, we actually have on the first floor what we call our wall of grit. And it's dedicated to employees who have been here for X amount of years, but they get their photo on the wall with their own personal quote. And then we actually I don't want to say but we make a big deal out of it. They get a nice little, kind of get spoiled for the day, if you will. And their families are involved because we want to celebrate with them, having been with the company and persevered with us for so long. So we really, really make sure that our employees know we appreciate the time and work that they've put in, and we want to reward them for that. So again, a little bit about us. We were founded in 1999 by CURT DOMAN and BRENT Wilson. Again, CURT DOMAN is actually still with the company to this day. We have two actual brick and mortar offices, our headquarters, which is located in Draper, Utah. And then of course, we have a call center in Glendale, Arizona. So those are the only two actual brick and mortar locations that we have for the company. All of our other positions, such as the hub locations, which are essentially our field collections teams, and our remote employees, which is a variety of sales and IT, tech, you name it. They're all over the US. And so obviously with COVID happening last year, more and more teams were pushed to work from home in a remote atmosphere. In fact, very, very little people got to stay at the office for business needs and business reasons. I myself haven't been in the office. Well, actually, let me take that back. I've only been twice since leaving officially with my bags packed and equipment ready to go since mid-March of 2020. And I've only been back to the building twice. Really surreal experience when you are used to having to fight for close-up parking and, just seeing everyone's lively, friendly faces in the building, enjoying gatherings, free lunch breaks, or free lunches rather, and enjoying the barbecue area or the basketball court or working out in the gym, just having fun. It was really surreal to kind of see that it was just so quiet. But obviously we understand that all happened for a reason. The health and safety of the employees has always been number one since COVID hit. And it's been a constant thing that our company has been visiting and discussing all through this past year and a half. We've been very fortunate to receive some great awards from companies such as Glassdoor and Utah Business, and most recently, the Equality Utah's Business Equality Leadership Award. Sorry, kind of a tongue twister there. So we were really excited to be a part of that and to receive that recognition. In the video here, you'll notice there's two people right smack in the center. In the blue shirt is Michelle Parker. She is the VP of Talent and Culture. And then next to her, that beautiful, vibrant floral dress is our very own Ava KB, who is actually in charge of our diversity and inclusion teams and groups. So they're there to support and represent for Progressive Leasing. So that was really exciting. So just a quick review of our product. I know I kind of did a quick overview earlier, but our product is ultimately to help the underdeserved get what they need. Our goal is to make sure that our retail partners are always offering Progressive Leasing as a purchase option for them. We are integrated into their POS systems, and we are a tertiary option. So there's kind of a waterfall application effect. So customers who are looking to go through some sort of purchase assistance or option will go through, the application process. And if they're approved with Progressive Leasing, we will pay the retailer for the item that the customer is purchasing. And then that shopper now becomes a customer of Progressive Leasing. We set them up on a lease and payment plan for up to 12 months. We offer early payout options so that they can pay off their lease early and save on future fees. And of course, we have dedicated teams through our call centers to be able to assist customers through customer service teams. And of course, we have our merchant support team who is there to support our merchants or retail partners. Do we get confused with Progressive Insurance? You bet. I can't tell you how many times I get on interviews and ask people, what do you know about Progressive Leasing? And they go into the talk of flow and home and car insurance bundling, and it happens. The word progressive is notorious for being tied to Progressive Insurance, and it happens. But just so you know, we are in no way tied to Progressive Insurance. Great company, but we're not tied to them. So as far as the positions that we have several different recruiting teams, which handle very specific positions within the company. Like I mentioned earlier, myself, I do operations. We have a team of 4 where we focus on the call center positions. We also have a sales recruiter who focuses on inside and outside sales, as well as some non-operations or non-sales positions. So things like auditing teams and internal teams like finance and legal, things like that. We also have our IT and tech team that's made up of about 3 recruiters as well, or 3 recruiters. Amazing team. I can never get into conversation with them because I just don't know enough, but trust me when I say they are the go-tos for anything and everything IT and tech in Progressive Leasing. And then we also have another recruiter who focuses on those hub locations, which, like I mentioned earlier, are our field collections positions. And she also focuses on HR teams and other non-ops positions. The process essentially starts with submitting an application to jobs.progleasing.com. Highly encourage you to visit that. When you get the opportunity, make sure that you upload an updated resume, as well as making sure that all of your contact information is updated. Just so you know, each of our recruiters, we review every single resume and application that comes on our desk. Is it time consuming? You bet. But is it worth it? Most definitely, because we don't want to overlook a single person. Not everybody is qualified for every position, and that's okay. We encourage you to apply for anything and everything that interests you. And of course, we have an automated system that thanks you for applying, but we will always reach out to anybody and everybody that is qualified for the positions they apply for. But just so you know, don't think that if you apply, your resume is not going to be reviewed. We take the time to review every single one that comes across our plate to give everybody an opportunity to be seen and heard, which is why we really encourage you to make sure your resume is always updated. Make sure that you include your education background, achievements and awards, skills and training, and just give a quick, concise blurb about your work experience. Make sure titles are up to date. Make sure employment dates are correct. Of course, include your job title and the company that you worked for. And if we don't see it, we'll reach out to you and say, hey, can you send us a resume? And just hope that you'll get our message and reach out and send it to us. But we do look at every single one that comes across our plate. So Progressive Leasing and what we have to offer. Amazing, amazing benefits. Our benefits take effect the first of the month following your start date. So if that means the first of the month is 2 days later after you started, guess what? Your benefits are starting 2 days later. As long as it's, again, the first of the month following your start date. Now, if you start on a first of a month, it will be the first of the following month. But we go through new hire orientation to make sure everyone's well-versed and well-educated on everything that we have to offer. We've got amazing holiday program, which we actually just added Juneteenth as a recognized holiday, but amazing timing because yesterday Congress just passed Juneteenth as a federal holiday. So it's just waiting to be signed off by the president, which is really exciting news. But this is our first year celebrating that as well. So today is actually my Friday because Friday I have off. Juneteenth, if you don't know, is actually June 19th. And so we recognize holidays that fall on a weekend, Saturday or Sunday, on either a Friday or a Monday. On top of these 8 amazing holidays, you do get at minimum 15 days of PTO. And of course, that's prorated depending on when you start in the year, but it is 15 minimum calendar days in a year if you start, within a full calendar year. And then we also add on 2 floating holidays, which is really nice. So lots of days off and we're not complaining. We absolutely love it. So great benefits. And one of the amazing benefits that we really focused on last year, because as we all know, 2020 was a really, really rough year. I had my fair share of tough moments, breakdowns, and you name it. And the company was prepared for that and knowing that 2020 was going to be tough for a lot of people. So we have what's called our Employee Assistance Program, or EAP for short, which offers assistance in a few different categories: legal assistance, financial assistance, and family assistance. This is free to all of our employees. What we do is we basically offer 5 free sessions with a licensed counselor per incident. So that's not 5 in a year. You could have a legal issue and you've got 5 free visits for that. And then you could have a financial issue and then it's 5 free visits for that. So this again was something that the company pushed heavily in reminding our employees last year that it was offered because we wanted people to know we're here to help. We're here to try and get you through this tough year. Whatever we can do, we're here for you. So the pulse of Progressive Leasing is our culture, our involvement in charity, and of course, our employee resource groups. Culture is a really big thing at Progressive Leasing. In that video, the guy with the flashy suit and the little funny, fun-looking mustache, his name is Chaz. He's actually in charge of and the director of our culture and employee engagement team. So you can just imagine seeing a gentleman like that in a suit, what he has to offer to the company. I've worked with him before at a different company, and he is by far one of the most exciting people to be around. I mean, he's got dad jokes for days. And they're actually kind of funny. I'm not even gonna lie. Don't tell him I said that, but they are actually kind of funny. But again, culture is very important to us. We throw around the term family, which sounds cliche, but we definitely do consider ourselves a family. We have a hashtag ProgFam that's out there that we truly, truly live by at this company. Charity is actually very high on Progressive Leasing's things to do or list of things to do. We've partnered with companies like Big Brother and Big Sisters. Also charity groups like Primary Children's Hospital, which is here local in Utah, Phoenix Children's Hospital local in Arizona, Pride Centers in both Salt Lake City and Phoenix, and so many more other organizations. We're actually also working on creating our own foundation. So something that's in the works, something that the company has been really putting a lot of time and effort in to perfect, to make sure that we are being as effective as we possibly can with this foundation. And one of the nice things that the company offers us while we're here working from home is what we call our charity partner of the week, where they list a few different organizations, give a little explanation of what they do, and employees are welcome to vote on who they want as the charity partner of the week. And then the company then donates to that charity. And this happens on a weekly basis. So it's really awesome. And of course, employee resource groups are something that's really big here with Progressive Leasing. We have 2 current groups already in motion, Women in Leadership, as well as BIG, which stands for Black Inclusion Group. Upcoming now, actually in the works, I think it's already ready to go. Not quite sure on that, but it's our LGBTQ plus group. These are all employee-ran groups, and we welcome anybody and everybody as far as employees in the company to join these groups to just learn more about each other. And they have little mini groups within those groups, book clubs and cooking groups, and it's a lot of fun to get to know each other outside of work and the job. It's just been really, really fun. Later on in the year, we'll launch our Latinx group, and of course, the company is always looking for feedback on other groups that employees would like to see. So always a work in progress. I wanted to show a little video, but I know I'm running really close on time. But one of our awesome events last year for charity was a group called Skate Like a Girl. If you've heard of it, awesome. But employees got to make and decorate skateboards for this group. And it was such a fun experience. They did some connection in the office, but a lot of folks did their project at home. It was really exciting. A lot of fun. So yeah, it's like 3 minutes long, and I don't want to pass through too much time. But we'll just kind of give you a little quick insert.
Skate Like a Girl is this amazing organization that promotes gender equality in extreme sports. They've noticed that a lot of the demographics of people that were showing up to skate parks were primarily male, and there were a lot of girls that were interested in it, but just, might have some reservations around it. So Skate Like a Girl was born almost 20 years ago, around the same time that Progressive Leasing was born, oddly enough. With this project, we are going to donate some skateboards to some kids in need, and before that, we're going to decorate them first.
So that's just to give you a little quick idea of what we did. We employees got to decorate skateboards, and we donated them as a part of this partnership with Skate Like a Girl. So it was really, really, really exciting. So that is pretty much it. Really excited to be a part of this, and really excited to educate you guys on Progressive Leasing and what it is we have to offer. Our website, again, is jobs.progleasing.com. Please feel free to go on there. You can do a search by keyword, search by location. If there's nothing that you see that interests you, we also have a talent community that you can join just by signing up, listing your interests. You can upload a resume, and you'll be automatically put into our system to be alerted for when a job opens up that falls into what you're looking for. So definitely take advantage of that. I also encourage you all, if you have a profile on LinkedIn, to follow Progressive Leasing. We do post our jobs there, along with, just random posts about jobs that we're highlighting for the week. And also you can look up all the recruiting team. We all have a profile on there. So if you just look up, recruiters of Progressive Leasing, you can connect with each of us, message us. We always reply. Try to help you out in any way that we can, guide you in the right direction. If we're not the go-to person, then we'll tell you who to reach out to. So yeah, we really encourage you to, like I said, follow us on LinkedIn and visit our website, look up our current jobs, and apply. So I know my time's running out. I'm so sorry that took too long. I talked a lot.
No, you're fine. That was great. Hey, Vatsala had a quick question. She's asked, so she said she actually applied for the, just barely applied for the, make sure I read this right, the product management positions. She was wondering who she should reach out to for technical recruiting.
So that is a great question. Vatsala, I don't know if you are on LinkedIn, but if you can look me up, my name, I'm going to put my name in the chat message here.
Yeah.
Please look me up on LinkedIn and send me that question. And what I typically do is I will the recruiters that you can then connect with in order to kind of get the ball rolling with your application.
Awesome. That is great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Erica.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
And one last quick question. We'll go a minute over it. Lindsay asked, doesn't look like you have any remote positions open. Is that true? What's the current status for work from home and stuff for you guys?
So work from home, such a tricky situation, right? We have had to transition a lot of positions to work remote and be work from home. We're actually tentatively planning on returning to the office early September. I can't answer to the fact of, what positions specifically are remote. We do have a lot of positions that are remote. We do try to put that in the job description to let you know if this is a remote or work from home opportunity. But it's not to say that we're not open to it, because let's be honest, if 2020 showed us everything, is that we had to adapt, and we've been able to adapt and do it successfully. So it starts with an application process. Please put your application in. And I would make a note on your resume, willing or looking for a remote position. And so that way, if it's an option, the recruiter will reach out to you and let you know.
That is great. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Awesome.
Oh, Vatsala connected with me. Thanks, Vatsala. I will reach out to you on LinkedIn. Yay.
I love it. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Erica. Really appreciate it. And like she said, reach out to her and connect and find you more of those opportunities. So thanks, Erica.
Yes. Come on and join the